What's the most romantic gesture you've ever tried that totally blew up in your face? I once had a huge crush on this guy who worked at my favorite bookstore. To win him over, I thought I'd give him something special, my homemade chocolate truffles. I spent weeks perfecting the recipe, and when I finally nailed it, I packed them up and brought them to the bookstore one afternoon. I knew he was working that day, so I casually struck up a conversation and then handed him the truffles, mentioning that I'd love for him to try them. He looked genuinely excited and popped one in his mouth right away. But within seconds, his face went from a smile to sheer horror. He started coughing and asked if they had coconut in them. I nodded, totally oblivious. Turns out, he was severely allergic to coconut. His face started swelling, and he could barely breathe. In a panic, I screamed for help. A manager rushed over, and thank goodness they had some antihistamines on hand. An ambulance was called, and he eventually stabilized. He was fine, but he never looked at me the same way again. I later found out he switched shifts just to avoid running into me. Guess I became his allergy nightmare.